YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Josh, and I'm here back with another video. And on this video, we're going to be doing a South of France burst fade mohawk style. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but by the end of this haircut, you will be able to tell what I was explaining. So let's hop right into this haircut. First off, I'm going to be having my number 2 guard, and I'm going to be cleaning up my area, taking out some bulk so I can better see my fading area, so my transition won't be too bulky. So that's what I'm doing right now, just taking some of that hair out with my number 2 guard. So our first step in creating the style that we want, we have to set in our bald line, and I'm just going to be creating that shape that we're going to follow throughout this whole fade. When creating this shape, I'm doing like a half circle, not too far up, and I don't want to make it too wide. I kind of, you see how I left some of the side burn where your C-cup kind of falls, so that's how low you want to make this. So right now I'm doing my next step in this fade, which is creating my next guideline with the clipper all the way open and with no guard on. And right here I'm using my wall magic clips, and I have my clipper all the way open, going up about ½ inch, following the same shape as we made the guideline. So we're following that same shape every guideline. After setting in my next guideline, as you can see, we had a line that we have to take out, and to take that line out, you have to close your clippers halfway, and you have to start under the line and flick up to the line to take that middle line out that we had left over after making our next guideline. So after taking out that guideline, we moved up to start creating our next transition, which is our next guideline. And I have my cordless magic clips here again with my number 1 guard, with the clipper all the way open, and I'm going up about ½ inch, and I'm setting in my next transition. That's meaning that we're setting in our next area of blending. So I started off with my number 1 guard with it all the way open, and I'm just slowly fading into that longer hair on top. But right now we are just worried about setting in our guidelines and getting our guidelines out. So right now I'm going to start a fading down process. So I'm starting off with my number 1 guard with it all the way open, and to take out this guideline, we're going to drop down to my number 1 guard all the way closed. As you can see right now, I have my number 1 guard closed all the way, and you can see me attacking that dark line more so right here is because I'm fading down. So I'm working on taking out the guideline, so I'm going to be attacking the line more by starting under the line and flicking up to the line. And right after we use that number 1 guard all the way closed, we come back with our half guard, attacking that line again, but starting up under the line and flicking up to the line. When using that half guard, you kind of can push up your fade if you don't handle the situation right. So always start under the line and flick up to the line. You don't want to start at the line, because all you're going to do is push it up. So you'll see me just trying to work out this line right now with my half guard. So right now we're going to be focused on blending the shorter hair into the longer hair. I started off with my number 2 guard. As you guys know, that's what we started off with in the beginning of this video. I'm just coming back to make sure everything is cut even for this process. So right after using the number 2 guard, I came back with my wall 1.5 guard with it all the way open, and I'm just going to be blending into the number 2 guard. And this is going to be the perfect guard to use, because as you guys know, we stopped at the 1 guard open. That's the highest we went with the 1 guard. So with me starting with the number 2 on this area, coming with the 1.5 is right in between that 1 guard open and that number 2. So it fades right into the number 2, and also blending with the number 1 guard open perfectly. As you guys can see, it's a dark spot right there around the area where we were using the number 1 guard open and the 1.5 guard. So I'm going to come back with my 1 guard open and just go around that area and just clean it up a little bit. So right now I'm just going to be doing some cleanup work to better perfect this fade. This is one of the reasons why I always say detailing is very important, because you can easily leave dark spots in your fade just following the guard system. sometimes you have to come back with your own techniques and actually go in and clean up your work. So right here, I took off my guard and I'm using the no guard method, you know, fading, using my corners of my blade and just hitting the little dark areas, using my clipper as a thinning shear. These are like really important reasons why you guys need to learn how to do detail work after every fade. It just makes your work look totally different. So right now I'm going to be doing clipper over comb. Clipper over comb is a real effective technique for me when doing fades with people that have longer hair on top. It really helps me connect my fades on the side, and as you can see, every time I go up with the comb, I'm pulling out at a 45-degree angle. And as you can see, whenever there's dark hairs that show, that means that those hairs are longer in that area. And once you cut them and you make the hair blend with the rest of the hair that's in the area, causing it to be a better transition, and your fade will look better, if that makes sense. So right now we're getting ready for the lineup process, and I'm kind of going around his head in the front just to knock off some of that bulk, you know, around where I'm going to be shaping them up at, so it can be an easier process. So to start off this lineup, I'm going to be using my Babli Silver FX trimmers to do this lineup, and I'm going to be keeping this lineup natural. You know, well, you know, that's what expected. So you know, his lineup is going to be natural, no enhancements on this haircut. This haircut is all natural and it's coming out super dope. So I let you guys sit back and watch the lineup process. When doing this lineup process, I always have my brush on me to be able to see baby hairs that's coming out. As you can see right there, when I brushed the hair sideways, a little hairs came out that weren't cut. When you do things like that, it helps your lineups. It helps preserve your lineups for your clients, so their lineup can last longer with no stray hairs falling down if they take a shower or brush their hair. You know what I mean? Always just protect yourself by taking the extra step and doing some extra detail work to make sure everything is on point and long lasting. This lineup is coming out super dope, you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Let me know what you think about this lineup process in the comments. Just leave a random comment, man. You know, I like to get down there and chat with you guys. Doing lineups is one of my favorite parts of my haircuts, and as you can see, this lineup came out super tight. Doing that neck lineup for me, man, that thing is so satisfying. It just, I don't know, it just eye candy to me. It's like to see hair that's out of place and it messed up and everything, and for me to put a line on it and it be so sharp and organized, it just pleasing to my eyes. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys feel the same way. So we're almost done with this haircut. I'm just going back behind the lineup to make sure everything is fresh and tight. As you can see, man, we killed this lineup. It's all natural. And right here, I'm just doing some more detail work. But right now, I have my cordless wall seniors on. And just doing some cleanup work, taking out some dark spots. If I see any lines, I always make sure to go back and just double check my work. And make sure I do everything I can possibly to get the lines out and to make my work look as best as it can be. So right here, I'm just going to be doing a little bit more of clipper over comb. I seen some dark spots that I need to fix up, so I need to go back in and just kind of clean it up a little bit more to make that transition stand out and make it look way better. Right now I'm going to be applying some hair product to his hair. This is some custard styling and texturizing cream. This is going to help add some moisture to the hair and also help me give it a better style with my nappy brush. So right now I'm using my nappy brush to add some twist and style to his hair to give it some flavor. But YouTube, this is the final product. It's your boy Josh. Make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment on this video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Joshxbarber. I hope you guys liked it, and make sure to turn that notification bell on.